have one regret not running. I would have liked to have been the president to preside over the end of cancer as we know it. The moonshot had two objectives. One is the urgency of now, and two was to change the culture in the way in which we attack this effort. Folks, this is about minutes. This is about hours. It's about days. It's about months. It's not just about cures. It's about giving people some hope. Cancer needs to be mobilized. In 2012, there were 14 million new cases of cancer, 8 million cancer-related deaths worldwide. It's going to go to 22 million and 13 million dead unless we make some significant progress. I was told that with the Republican-controlled Congress at the time, in the Senate, in the House, we would never get any funding. But you know what? The only truly bipartisan issue left in Washington is cancer. When the president came along, our new president came along, and he called for cutting all that money at NIH, all that money at EPA, all that money for research. We were moving into the know-nothing era again. The anti-science guys were prevailing. Well, guess what? We just had a budget agreement. He didn't get any of it. No. They actually increased the budget $2 billion more. We actually got an unusual thing. One federal agency said, I'll give another federal agency money, so we set up a memorandum of cooperation between the VA and Department of Energy to generate a dedicated network. So they began to work together. Now troves of VA cancer data can be assessed by the Department of Energy supercomputers to find new patterns, to allow researchers to make progress in diagnosing and treating patients with the same disease. So drug companies are currently testing hundreds of promising new drugs in early research stages. It will cost them tens of millions of dollars to follow through on. So we come up with the idea that why not set up a formulary where each of these drug companies puts the drugs they're testing on the table, allows any researcher to come in and test in clinical trials a combination of their compounds with those other drugs on the table. I've been asked whether I would continue this effort. By the way, I have no expertise. The only thing I'm relatively good at is convening people and shaming people. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. Because all of a sudden we have a lot of sharing going on that wasn't sharing before. President Kennedy described sending humankind to the moon. And he talked about a lot of things, and all of you remember from kids in grade school and high school parts of those speech. The one sentence in the speech that has stuck with me in my whole career, he said, we're making this commitment because the American people are, quote, unwilling to postpone. Unwilling to postpone. I am unwilling to postpone any longer the actions we have to take to bring this together. That's the small contribution I hope I can make.